There is a lot of activity happening with the sun. You can see the X flares, and you can see over here to this side, there is something that is shadowing the sun. This one was really, really strange to watch today. On the 10th, it is February the 10th of 2024, and I think this is still the new moon coming in. But look at all these, look at today at the sun. Look at all of the explosions. Look at all the flying somethings, unknown objects flying around the sun. Where Gina would give it a name. I would say it's some type of UFOs or ships or something flying around that sun. But you can see the explosions happening, and it's literally been like nonstop. And there really does seem like there is a battle going on up there. Just to yeah. Seems like there is some kind of a battle of some sort taking place on this sun, around this sun, behind this sun, portals opening, something like that, and some great big shadowy like object coming around the sun. Some kind of shadowy object. So we're going to go over to the iswa.gsfc.nasa.gov, and we're going to look more at that, because this thing right here, it literally like something slowly eclipsed this thing right here. Yeah, something slowly eclipsed it. Let me come on over here to see if I am being heard over here on the YouTube channel. Oops, shoot, Gina, honey, what you got going on? Hello there, you all. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Can you hear me? Hello there, Mickey, honey. Applebrooks, honey. Hello, Al, honey. Hello, Psychic Kimmy. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. Yeah, we're going to go over to the NASA thing because there's something going on. But you know what? Look at this right here that I just put. Look at this from Forbes. This is on the 2019. This is how we'd all die. We would all die if the sun suddenly went supernova. Gina, why are you talking about that? Well, why are they writing an article about that? That's what I'd like to know. Why are you writing an article about what we would all die? This is how we'd die if the sun went supernova. I don't think that they would really write that if there was not some type of a chance of that the sun would go supernova. I did remember a long, long time ago, well, not too long ago, probably back in around 2018, and I was watching some documentaries on the sun, how some of the scientists, whoever they were that studied the sun, said our sun was dying, is what they said. It was the sun was dying. But yeah, let me look at this real fast. Let's look at this supernova. Look at that. Right there, really bright. It's getting hotter. And you know something else? Let me say something else. It was Plug Ugly Hoodlum, the hoodlum said that if our sun truly was, I think, dying or something, it would be heating up and heating up and heating up and something like that. Her comment somehow got thrown into the held for review, but it was a really good comment that the hoodlum had written. As far as raw explosive gas goes, let's see, no other cataclysm in the universe is both as common as destructive as a core collapse supernova. In one brief event lasting only seconds, a runaway reaction causes a star to give off as much energy as our sun will emit over its entire 10 to 12 billion year lifetime. You mean the sun could last for 10 to 12 billion years? While many supernovae have been observed both historically and since the invention of the telescope, humanity has never witnessed one up close. You have never witnessed something like this up close. I'm sure that they would show you that. Betelgeuse, okay, yeah, the nearby red supergiant star. Let me ask you something about this red supergiant star. Look at this. Look how that looks right there. Doesn't that look orb-like? That really does look like an orb. Let me see what I've got going on. What am I doing on here? It kind of looks like an orb. A red supergiant Betelgeuse. And this is from 2019. Would this right here, you think that would be the one that the Jewish, what was his name? Started with a B. They were looking for the sign in the sky. You think that was that one? Hello, Kevin, honey. You think that this, let's look at this, animation of the 17th century supernova constellation of Cassiopeia. This was Cassiopeia, so we can see what that would look like. That looks really wild. It looked like a lot of plasma going on right there. It does. specifically a super, I'm having a hot flash, I gotta take this off. A supernova, specifically a core collapse supernova, could only occur when a star many times more massive than our sun runs out of a nuclear fuel to burn at its core. Well, we got nuclear fuel where we're at. We do. Lots of nuclear fuel. If you're just tuning in, I just want to look at this really fast, saying that, you know, if your sun were to die and stuff like that, but it's got a lot of explosions taking place right here. The sun. Convective zone, you can see in the middle, radioactive zone. Wouldn't it? So if the sun was really getting really hot and you had a lot of radioactiveness coming, it would burn your skin. It would. And you know what it says back, and if you think about in a biblical reference in the book of Revelation, the sun no longer burnt them. It no longer burnt them in the book of Revelation, it said. Because it was so hot. It was so hot. Back in the days, if you were to talk about the end time, the sun was so hot it burnt them, burnt the people. Kind of like Jonah sitting under the bush. He didn't like the bush because it was a small bush providing shade, and then he got mad and complained, and then the bush withered and the sun beat down on his head because he didn't want to go to Nineveh. Let's look at this. So sunspot, look at the sunspot granule, chromosphere. It will occur when our own sun's 5 to 7 billion years in the future, causing it to swell into a red giant. Our parent star will expand so much that Mercury, Venus, possibly the Earth, will be engulfed. Well, we don't want to be engulfed by fire from the sun. Oh, look at that. You know what? There are some people who take pictures of the sun. The sun does look like that. The sun looks like that. It does. I've taken pictures of it looking like that, and a lot of other people have taken pictures of the sun with the ring around it like that. In the sky. This is wild. Yes, it was scorched the men, Wendy. That's what it says. This is wild because the sun sometimes looked like this. Up there in the sky. It literally looked like it has something like these colors on it too. You've been taking pictures of the sun every day. You are like a great big eye in the sky with the iron. It's a terrifying burning place of burning fire and sulfur. Look, sulfur. Silicone and sulfur. You sometimes see the auras. Psychic Kimmy, if you're just tuning in, the sun does sometimes look like that. It has a ring around it, and then another ring, and a ring, and a ring, ring like that. We just want to look at this really fast. Carbon fusion, elements, oxygen, neon, magnesium, only takes a couple hundred years. So look at this. A massive star in the final stages before it goes supernova. Before it goes supernova. I know this ain't supposed to be about supernova. Let's look at that. The anatomy of a very massive star throughout its life, culminating in a type 2 supernova. Right there. Look at that, like poof. Just like that. Kind of looks like my screensaver. What's my screensaver? Where is my screensaver? I've got that on my screensaver right here. You probably can't see my screensaver. Okay, yeah, so you can see my screensaver. Let me put this back to me. Yeah. It kind of looks like this. Runaway fusion reaction. The crab supernova. Any living thing carries into our body. Look at this right here. Neutrino. A neutrino event. So neutrino event. What did was a CERN and something with the neutrinos. They wanted to do something with the neutrinos and CERN. Scariest times. Wow, that looked like a supernova explosion surrounding interstellar medium heavy elements. Y'all look at that. Look like 2 rings of fire. You know what that kind of looks like? That if you know the infinity symbol, how the infinity symbol looks like a 8. Looks like an 8. I mean, but this has opening here and an opening there. Let's see what else is on there. Supernova burst, neutrino. Okay, so let's get all of that. We wanted to. Oh yeah, what if the sun went supernova? So we wanted to come over here to the integrated. Look, I'm over here at this, right over here on the NASA.gov, and we can watch this right here event, right here. Let me see, put myself up here. This right here. We're gonna look at this one right here because of the shadow. But I've got to push this button. Oh no! I don't want to do it like that. Oh shoot, you all, that's not nice. I got to push it back to me. I wanted to push that all the way down. And I pushed it way too far back is what I did. And I did not want to push it way too far back. Because I only got part of it. Let me see if I can do it again. It's like arg. I've got to push this on me because I messed this up. We're over here on the iswa.gsfc.nasa.gov. And we wanted to see the sun do its, it's got some kind of something eclipsed it. It appears that way. Okay, let's look over here. You can see it happening. This is what it looks like normally if you're just tuning in. Somebody got a happy birthday? Marcy, honey, you got a happy birthday? What's a hatch day? Al, I don't know what a hatch day is. I thought you said a happy birthday. Oh, who's got a happy birthday? Happy birthday to you. Let's listen to this. Let's sing happy birthday to Marcy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marcy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Yeah. If that's your birthday today, we can sing your happy birthday. Now let's come back over here to this screen and we can do it like that. Yes. So this is what, that sun kind of looks elongated. Let's look at this. We can, I want to just show you that. It's got a lot of filaments, and this is today right here. Watch the shadow come over that sun. It literally like it's a blinking of the eye, like an eyelid. That looks really different. I think I might have stretched the sun out a little bit too much. Let's come over here and catch it. You can, oh, there's an X flare right here on the side too. Right over here, it looks like an X flare coming out of the side of the sun. Right there, you can see the things on it. Let's drag it. I want to see the shadowing that occurs with it, if I can do it without it. Okay, here we're going to get close to it. It's going to happen, I think. See, look at it. It starts down there. It starts at 650. Let me just do this. 650, 657, 659. Look at that shadow. And then 704. That's like wild. What is causing that? Because you can see that the shadow doesn't, it's not a complete straight line. Something with a great big mass of shadows coming in front of that sun. And who knows what side. This is so wild. And this was around the time when there were solar flares happening. So what would cause that sun to do that if you think about it? It looks like a meatball. It could be a meatball. I don't think it's a meatball though. I really don't. Okay, now we've got that one. Let's shrink it back down. We want to come over here and let me get off of that one right there. Let's shrink this down. I want to come over here and bring this Soho Lasco. Let's make this Soho Lasco big. Make it. I think I'm elongating it, and I don't want to make them elongated. I want to put this one in action. No, get off of there. I'm going to put this in action, y'all, so we can look at this one in action too. I'm just going to flip it back here if you're just tuning in. There's like X-class flares going on with the sun. A lot of explosions, and there seem to be some unknown flying objects flying around up there all around the sun, and they do not look like normal debris from the sun. That's all I'd like to say. It does not look like normal debris. We're looking at February the 8th. We're looking at the Soho Lasco C2. And you can see the solar flares, the sun flare. Wait. All right, now it says on the 9th. Look at all of this stuff happening. It's not normal. How can we go? Let's see. Completely normal on the 8th, except for this ship. There is a massive ship up here at the top. You can see it right here going across the breath of the sun at the top. I better not spend too much time on this because it does. Let's just drag it. There's lots of ships flying around. This is the 8th. Get ready for some explosions. And this was the one where we had a great big massive ball coming out of the sun. I don't think that was the one on at 2 in the morning. Let's see if we can get over here. See, look at this. This is on the 9th. This is yesterday. See that massive ball right there? That massive ball that we showed on the 9th? Look at it. Look how massive. It's like a perfect sphere. Unless this is a perfect plasma ball right here. It's a perfect sphere that came out of the sun. Who knows which way it's headed, but it was massive. It was absolutely massive. Look at that. Okay, now let's come back. Okay, look at this. I really don't believe that this is just some particles. No, I really do believe that it's some type of ships up there. They're not our airplanes or anything like that. It's some type of ships up there. And you can see these other long ones. They are connecting themselves together. There's more things coming out of the sun. Look at all of them. It's like massive, massive, massive ships. Look at the shape of them. It's not space debris. Unless there's a lot of mechanical space debris up there in space all around the sun, this would not be space debris because they are lined up in a row. This would not be space debris because then what would you call that? It looks like some kind of ship, a bunch of ships lined up together like that. The same thing with this. And you'd have to ask yourself, if this was just a streaking of the light, then why aren't all these streaking of the light? Why aren't they as long as that one too? Let's come over here. Look at these. Look at this one right here. They look like long white ships. They really do if you're just tuning in. They look like long white ships. Let me see if I can get a long white ship up here at the top. Where are the long white ships? They kind of remind me of this. Like some of these long white ships. These are the white ships that I documented coming in with my iPhone right here. That's what they remind me of. Some of those ships on the sun do remind me of something like that, if you can see like that. These could very well be flying around up there. They really could be, and I'm not just saying it. I know that we have documented these on the sun. One of the products of NASA, it was like the one that had the yellow filter. They have been documented. So let's keep looking at this right here because there's a lot of stuff going on with it. And today, that was the 9th. You all, it's going to blink. It's okay. Let's let it blink. Let it blink. Look at all of these up here. There's a lot. There's a lot. There's something going on. There is some kind of a war taking place up there above our heads. Not to mention a lot of massive explosions. Look at this. Look at that. There's things coming out from behind this disc in the sky too. Let's go over to the other ones you asked, because they all have explosions on them. They all have like X-class things going on. Massive, massive explosions taking place. Let me just bring this over here. I'm going to push the button, but I'm going to push this back to me if you're just tuning in. Let's look at these. Oh, you all hit that, something fell from the sky and broke your windshield while you was driving there and there was no other cars driving? Oh, wow, that is wild. It really is. Now let's look at this. You all, let's come back here and look how this is acting. It's flashing. It's pulsing. This particular product has the pulsing of the sun, and the sun does pulse up there in the sky. It flashes like that up there in the sky. If you've taken any pictures or any footage of the sun, any slight recording, and you're in a good location, you can see, even on the live webcams, that sun flashes. What if it's dying, really? What if it's dying and they're not telling us the truth? And that's why they got all the underground bunkers too, so they can go underground. They could. They're mining the moon. Okay, you all, now let's look at this. This is today. This is today. You see this massive, looks like an X-class flare coming out. It may not even be a flare. It could be some kind of a ship. Look at that one too, and that's on the 10th too. So you got two. You got some kind of. I think this is a ship. It's crossing. It's massive. It's flying across the sky. Wait, let me look at this. One at 4:09 in the morning on today. This is flying out, and then you've got another one. Something is happening. Let's come over here to these other ones like this, because these are all the products that NASA has. Let's bring this one over right here and make this one big so you can see them all. This is let me push this button. Something is definitely going on with the sun, and we're going to look at it. And what if our sun is dying? It's going to get hotter and hotter until it explodes. Like, would that be like the plasma apocalypse? If there was a plasma apocalypse, see, this thing is going to look really cool. I don't think it would feel pretty nice at all. Let's get over here and look at it, you all. We're looking on the 8th. You can see it. This is the Soho Lasco C3 product, and now we're on the 9th. Look at all the ships. They're UFO ships. Not just particle debris, and not just like space rocks and stuff. No, these things are all different lengths and sizes. that are flying around, coming on the sun. Listen, massive, massive explosions. Look at this. Just keep shooting. Things keep shooting out of the sun. You have things shooting out of the sun. Let's come over here and drag it. I want to make sure I'm on that same page. Okay, we got it. Okay, this is a ship. These are ships. You notice there's not very many ships. We got a cube flying around too. So we've got a cube that wants to join in on whatever's going on upstairs above our head. Look at this thing right here, streaked all the way across the sky at the top. Let's keep going. You got ships, more or less, flying around. We're waiting for another explosion. Here's one massive explosion. This is the round object that came out of the sun yesterday. We keep on going. We're going to have some more X-class flares. Look at that. They cut some of the data, 2218, and then boom, 2230. They cut off some of the data so that we could not see exactly what came out of the sun. You can see it right there. They just cut it off. Missing data. What is that round thing coming out of the sun? Can you see this? Something round coming straight out of that sun down there. It's a dark, it's a round sphere. If there were any like type of ships that had in the movies that were round ships, because that thing's coming out. It is. I think we looked at that the other day. I'm sorry about the blinking. Look at that. I keep hearing noises outside. That's all right. Let's look at this. You got these going on. They're flying all over the place. This is a mess. It truly is a mess all around the sun. Look how this thing is coming out. You know what this looks like? This almost looks like that it is some type of because you've got a ship underneath there too. There is a ship underneath here waiting on whatever this looks like, a great big reptilian head. That looks like a great big reptilian head coming out of the sun right there. I'm just going to say it's got an eye, and a head, and it looks like it's got a mouth. It really does. I don't know if it looks like that to you, but it kind of looks like that to me. Can you see that? Right there in the center of it, it looks like a big reptilian head, but there are ships underneath here. This looks like it has like a diamond or some other type of shape. Maybe I don't know what it looks like. Let's look at this. Even up here, you got them going back and forth. There, I don't know. Let me just look. Something's still coming out. And sorry about the blinking. Look at this. Look at this over here. You have some ships that are lining up on the side of this ship right here. I have documented these in my photos also, this type of ships. The zigzaggedy ones, I've documented those in my very own camera. So let's keep looking at this stuff coming out. They keep coming, and sorry about the blinking. Oh wow, look at this. I wonder if this was the one that started on the other side of the screen and then it came back to over here, because you still have the one ship that looked like it's kind of tethered to the bottom of it. This right here, you see it right here? It looks like the one that was, let me see if I can get over to it. You're going to have to excuse the blinking. It looks like it was this one right here, and it made a loop around the sun. It went into the sun or something, and we didn't see it come in, but based on the thing in the back of it, the ships that are attached to the back of it, it went all the way around the sun. And then just pay attention to that. And when it came back through, that was at a 10:06. Let's see how long it took for it to get in front of this object right here. So 10:06. We want to see if we can get it. There it is. And now it's 14:18. It looked like it could have came from, so it's 14:18. It's the same one. It looks like the same one. It came over here too. We got this on here? Okay, so we got that. Let's look at this other one down here at the bottom right here. But this is the running difference, which it looks pretty cool also, you all. Let's bring this over here and push this button. If you're just tuning in, we are looking at the various products that NASA has with different angles of the massive X flares and M flares that are coming off the sun, and some types of unidentified flying objects flying around the sun. They are kind of unidentified. We're looking at the 4th. This is the stereo head coronagraph 2 running different space weather beacon. Look at the massive activity happening. There's some kind of space war going on. That's what it feels like. There's some kind of space war going on. I don't think the sun is just like spewing just to spew. And then why would there be strange looking objects around the sun at the same time? I wonder why they have the various types of filtering on the sun, and many different filters for some strange reason they do. This all happened. This is happening within a week. So if you got back-to-back one of these, it's just like if you were to hammer a nail. You hammer a nail one time, you hammer a nail another time. The more you hammer it, the further it's going to go down. It's still going to have impact until you get it completely inside whatever you're hammering that nail into. Think of this like that. It's going to completely go. Look at that. Looks like a great big ring around here. Look at this. Looks like kind of like a I want to say, what if these were ships also? They're not going to let us see everything, but let's look at this, you all. So that's on the 6th. This has been going on for weeks. And we're getting ready to enter into, this is the 7th. You see this, look at this thing coming out. That looks like a ball of something coming out of the sun. More stuff. This is the 8th. Let's go to the 9th. We're looking at the 9th. Now we're still on the 9th. There's still explosions that are taking place. So that's a massive explosion right there. You can see it. That is, I can't tell if, yeah, that's still the 9th. It's coming out. Oh my God. Now we're on the 10th. Look at it. We got some X-class flares. Probably got some M-class flares also coming out. These are massive. Look how massive they are. Intense. And if they're headed straight to Earth, that's today. And again, I apologize about the blinking. That's these are NASA's products right here. Let me just put them back to where they were. They had one right here. I had one right here. I had one right here. I had one right here, and then we had this thing right here. There's some kind of thing shadowing, eclipsing that moon or that sun up there. We're at the isw80.gsfc.nasa.gov. You all, if you're just tuning in, there really is something strange going on. Something really strange, unusual activity. Then you got the Super Bowl. You got the new moon today, whatever is going on. I don't know when the new moon ends. Maybe midnight tonight. Yeah. So that's what's going on from different views with their products, which is pretty impressive. It is. You can't say that you can't feel it. I mean, you may not be able to see it in the sky because it may be overcast like it is here, like whitish like gray like skies. You may be able to see the sun where you're at, but I wonder, some people have the ability, when these eruptions are taking place, they can feel it almost immediately at the same time as the sun's eruptions. Their bodies are that sensitive, or whatever's inside their bodies, they can feel it coming, which is their early warning system. Yeah. So I am going to go. You all. So thank you for watching, and thank you, moderators. Thank you all for your comments. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, and thank you for subscribing to this channel. If you have not subscribed, you all hit that subscribe button, and you may find out that you thought you did subscribe and they unsubscribed you, which they do across many YouTube platforms. A lot of people get unsubscribed, and that's part of the reasons why some people don't even get notifications. Thank you for joining this channel, and please give this video a thumbs up on the way out. Again, thank you all for coming here, being interested, and thank you for your comments, and thank you for hitting that like button.